Hello everyone, welcome to the Imperial HoloNet. I'm GID123.
I have a lightsaber.
Hello, I have a lightsaber.
No, it's supposed to be hello hello lightsaber, can I call you I?
I like my joke better. Cole, just introduce yourself.
And I'm Cole.
And we have lots of news today, starting with some stuff in the video game world. That's right, folks. Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue something
Final trailer, correct?
Extravaganza.
is out.
Isn't this the final trailer?
I hope so.
I hope so too. I don't
well,
want them to.
considering this is
It
Kingdom
says
Hearts,
final chapter. Yeah, it just says trailer.
considering this is
Ray of Hope mix.
Considering this is Kingdom Hearts, there will be a 2.999999999 trailer.
Hey, they're gonna keep pumping up that money, Joel. So while Red's watching this, I guess it will take the time
Yeah, Red saw
to
this. What did you see?
What
did you see?
Why is there a hoodie that can talk? That's weird.
That's how it's.
Is it like Nihilus, where he doesn't have a physical form?
They had done that, I think,
Maybe.
before. Didn't
Yeah,
they?
they have. They did that.
So he's a walking hoodie?
No, but
one of those.
somebody was.
Somebody was.
And there's like a furry with a mask on.
Oh yeah, that guy.
So Joel, why don't we go kind of back and forth on this and talk what we think some of the things imply. Let's start with the ending of the trailer. What Sora, when Goofy asked him, "What have you been doing all this time?" and he says, "It's a secret."
Ooh, I don't know. Wasn't he like last time we saw him, like in the Dream World?
Yeah. So what
Playing
could
with
he
the Pokemon ripoffs?
Oh wait,
Yeah.
So you mean a character went off into a what you could call an unknown region and then comes back mysteriously?
No, because this was more of a dream world. It was not an unknown region.
It was more of
Well, it
the-
is an unknown region. It's just not corporeal.
That is true.
So what do you think he
Food for
was
thought.
doing, Joel?
I don't know. I can't think of any context that would make sense to me.
I can't either, based on what we've seen. I like that we see Riku and all of them and the new shaders more in depth. And I like what I'm seeing from the gameplay from the Birth by Sleep part.
I know, those heartless, man.
If it's any indication on what 3 is going to be like, I think we're in for quite a treat.
Ooh, graphics wise, oh yeah.
Yeah, story wise, we'll see.
Kingdom Hearts, dude.
I have yet to be sold on back cover completely, but we'll see where that goes.
It's the same people who make Final Fantasy, dude. It's never going to end.
Well, as long as they keep making it good, I'm all for it for not ending.
That is true.
Eh.
Keep making it.
Even if something's good, I still feel like it should sometimes have a definitive ending. But whatever.
Well, technically, Final Fantasy does. It's just each game is its own thing. But that's a different story. So why don't you go ahead and talk about the next video game trailer, Joel?
Oh, that's right. Crash Bandicoot's getting a remake. They are completely redesigning this game from the ground up, but they are very good with the details of the original level. They even have the old introduction scene remastered and revoiced acted. I just made that word up. Voiced over. Redubbed. Thank you. With some of the new voices they have. It looks fun. I love Crash Bandicoot. This game was my childhood growing up. I loved it. I think it's my first video game ever played. That and Spyro. It's always that and Spyro. So yeah,
Where's my Spyro remake, by the way?
Yeah.
Really?
Where's
Maybe
my Spyro remake?
Maybe they'll make one. Didn't they make one in the early? Wait, I remember they made. They did.
I want a new one. I want a AAA Spyro game.
Ooh, especially the old worlds and.
I want it to have like a $60 season pass and microtransactions.
Red,
and
you're
all the
fixing.
wonderful things about video games these days.
Red, you're fixing to shoot yourself in the foot, and Joel.
The wonderful world of video games today.
No, if you say that you want microtransactions, then out of spite, they will not have them. People.
Oh, how I wish that worked.
But yeah, Crash Bandicoot's coming back. I'm excited.
So should we go ahead and talk about the other thing that I think Joel and I aren't very happy to be talking about?
I don't care at this point about this thing, but you do, Cole. So yes, you go ahead.
Okay, so for any of you who don't know, the new Transformers trailer came out for Transformers 5, and
Gonna be making a lot of money.
It'll make money, but it is. That's all I can say. It exists, and I don't see anything worth. I don't understand why we keep making a movie about this every few years and not doing anything interesting, and the audience just eats it up. It's just it
Dude,
hurts me as a
Michael Bay is an idiot director. He knows who his target audience is, and he milks it for all it's worth.
And he can make good movies if he wants to.
Not really. Nah, not really. I don't think he ever made a good movie.
But I don't know.
People like Armageddon. Apparently, they're morons. People
about
like
The
Pearl
Rock?
Harbor. They're morons.
To be fair, that's not as bad as Transformers, probably, but probably still pretty bad.
But
What
more
about The
offensive.
Rock, Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery.
Iran?
The Rock.
Oh.
Huh? Never heard
I
of
don't know
one.
what that film is.
It's probably that and 13 Hours are probably the best movies under his belt. So I think he can do a decent movie if he really tries. It's just if any of you ever seen the epic rap battles of history thing with Michael Bay, that's him to a
It's
T.
all about the money.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know about him. But
Hey,
it looks like shit.
Evil
So
genius,
I'm not.
He's an evil genius.
Yes. Anyway, movie looks like shit. I don't know if I'll see it.
It'll make $1 million.
I thought this was the Rogue One trailer at first because it has like the same musical cue at the beginning. And there's a point where they have a pseudo like.
Yeah.
I didn't hear
was
that.
half
But,
expecting someone to say. I was half expecting Optimus to be like, "What will you become?"
he just goes,
So-
I'm sorry. And then kill
bum.
Also, the whole thing about Optimus being supposedly evil didn't help with this.
He looked more
Wait,
mind
what?
controlled than evil. if you
Yeah,
ask me.
where, well, not evil, but doing bad things for apparently a good reason.
He looked more mind controlled. He had purple eyes.
Yeah, but he said, "Forgive me."
Yeah, because he had
Yeah, maybe
mind
because
control.
he's like a moment of lucidness, or maybe he can't control what his body's doing, but he controls his voice box.
I don't even want to begin to think about this movie logically until.
I got worried about Rogue One, dude. I got too much at stake right now.
Yeah. And good news is Final Fantasy 15 is keeping me happy right now, so I'm all happy.
I thought you weren't happy with Final Fantasy 13 on Twitter. Or maybe-
15. No.
15.
Oh, 15.
Dude.
No, I love Final Fantasy 15. It's the most fun I've had with a video game in probably 3 years.
Well, Final Fantasy were you complaining about a couple weeks ago?
Even more than No Man's Sky?
The greatness that is No Man's Sky.
I mean, surely it's not better than Destiny.
What's Destiny? Never heard of that one.
Exactly.
What's Destiny? Never heard of it.
Yeah. I'll just say this: Final Fantasy 15. If for any of you who are thinking about getting it, you should get it. It's an open world Final Fantasy road trip. If that doesn't make you want it, then God help you.
Well, I guess I don't
Okay.
want it. Okay.
I guess I'll do Pokemon Generations.
Yeah,
Lysander is a freaking Nazi guy, okay?
Nice.
I don't care that much about... Well, Lysander's interesting. I just don't care that much.
I love how it starts with Red saying, I don't care that much about this, but okay.
Aquaman gets delayed. Because of course.
It's gonna get canned.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to follow. I think we're going to see this
Open
movie
on
get
October. It was originally scheduled for July. It's now in October.
I got a feeling this movie's going to get canned. I think it'll get canned depending on if Justice League does anything with him.
Unless he's the breakout character, I think it will just get canned.
Yeah. Do any of you like Jason Momoa?
I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Never seen it. I know the directors was supposed to be really good, though. The guy that got it doing it.
Yeah, James Wan's a good director. He's a really good director. Conjuring's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
It is James Wan who's directing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Or just Warner Brothers is failing.
By the way, speaking of which, I might as well ask this. Is there any new director on The Flash yet?
No.
Ooh, I'm afraid that movie's going to get canned too.
I think it has been. It's just dead, walking. Like that's it.
I'm afraid Aquaman's following suit too. Okay, let me ask y'all this. We might as well just talk about this and make this a little segment of the video.
Why not?
What do we think? What do we think that Warner Brothers has to do in order to get these movies off the ground?
Fire
What
the
do they have to
CEO,
do?
fire Snyder, fire everybody, hire a new team.
Fire Snack Snyder while you're at it.
That's two.
Just
Well, isn't he going away after Justice League?
it seems.
Apparently.
Just stop meddling. That's like
I
I
also-
really and somebody needs to make like a thing with David Ayer where he's just like, and I would have gotten away with making a good film if it wasn't for you meddling executives and your damn Snyder.
Gee, now do you know why people are freaked out about the reshoots for Rogue One? That's suicide.
Yeah, but at least freaking Pablo isn't Snyder.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's the one who they shipped Rogue One off to Pablo. Like, here, you make this movie now. He's the trailer company in this case.
I want them to actually have fun with these movies, and I want to actually feel like I'm having a good time in a movie. Because Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad were not movies I was typically having fun in. Just make
I
something
was.
that people enjoy.
With Suicide Squad at least. More ironically, but still.
Again,
the problem was that there was a good movie mixed with a fun action romp that made no sense, and while one would have been good, but the other would have been acceptable, they combined, they're utter trash. Our powers combined, we are Captain Shit. It's so bad.
So what do we?
You know what the
what do
sad
we
thing
think-
is? That both Snyder
What?
films were the ones with the least amount of meddling. That was pure
Yeah, because he
Snyder.
gets to do whatever the fuck he wants.
That shows that he's just a bad director.
Well, y'all be okay with Batfleck taking the lead?
I think he is. I think he is.
Yeah, he's pretty much taken over everything.
I hope so. I mean, if the Batman movie's bad, then now I'm scared.
If the Batman movie is bad, then I have no hope for this franchise any longer. I mean, I don't have hope now, but if that movie is terrible, then I'm like, wow, y'all managed to ruin a Batfleck. Y'all managed to ruin an Affleck film. Wow, you've committed one of the greatest sins in Hollywood.
Or just Batfleck didn't do a good job himself.
Yeah. Yeah, but then again, he's made some really good movies.
Yeah.
Hasn't he made Academy Award-winning movies?
Yes, he
Yeah.
has. Called Argo. Great film. Go see it.
And I think The Town got one. Gone Girl was, I think, got one.
Wasn't this latest film good? Didn't they release anything?
Which one, The Accountant or the one that's set in the 20s?
The one where he wears the white suit.
Which one are you talking
I have
about?
no idea.
I think that's both.
Dang it.
Yeah, but yeah, he's got two good movies coming out.
Yeah, so if Warner Brothers manages to make him bad, then I'm gonna.
I don't know. I feel
Yeah,
like Warner Brothers is having a problem on the whole. Even Fantastic Beast, I heard, was while okay, not the greatest.
I'm gonna ask all this. This is kind of becoming a discussion. I'm sorry, people, but I'm hearing mixed things about Fantastic Beasts.
I heard the mess, but I heard it can be enjoyable. Steve liked it.
Yeah,
It's like Harry Potter. It's like, apparently, if you like Harry Potter, you'll enjoy the world.
Yeah, I like the world of Harry Potter. Don't like the characters. These are new characters. Maybe it will be good.
I heard the characters.
Maybe they'll have characters who are actually likable.
Nah, well, I heard. Well, it depends. The guy, main star, is pretty much doing a Matt Smith. He's the top.
Who
like
takes
any-
the Fantastic Beasts? Takes New York. But
And I
bad
like
news,
Eddie Redmayne,
everyone.
too.
Because guess who?
Da, da, da,
You're all
da,
flying around on your
da,
Pegasuses?
da, da, da,
This is so very
da,
distracting.
da,
Hey, so can you all quiet out a little because I am talking.
Oh, I know that. Oh, I know that speech. Da 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 da.
This is just gonna be Cole. You do not know what you have just unleashed.
God.
Well,
You have just unleashed Joel and I doing Matt Smith quotes.
If any of you haven't guessed, if Rogue One ends up being the worst thing ever, I don't even know if these two will even show up. It'll just be me on camera, just saying. So that happened.
I'm going to be avoiding
Yeah.
forums
No,
after.
it's gonna be me on camera just going, somewhere over the rainbow. Just all sad.
It's going to be interesting since we're going to have 4. I'm going to try to get 4 people on this. Let's see. Me, Cole, Red, Deadpool,
It's
Carter.
5.
5 people on this
It's
thing.
5 people.
I hope that the Hope and Dope speech creates some division among the group. I hope. I want a 5-way split or something. Beware.
Yeah.
Like 5 different opinions on it.
Yes, we'll have 5 different opinions on it. Each.
But yeah.
Well, let's move on.
At
before
this
we go
point,
on any
I'm
tangents.
sorry I keep distracting, but at this point, I feel like I'm more afraid of the reaction to Rogue One than my personal feelings at this point.
Yeah,
Well, you were kind of that
probably.
way with episode 7.
I
Yeah.
wasn't even into it. I wasn't even doing this news thing into episode 7.
That's true. How long have we been doing this, guys? How long has this been going for?
Over a year now, I think.
Oh, wow.
No, almost.
We are.
Wow.
We started up after episode 7. Like, Joel and I's first video, I think, was like a month after episode 7, or like 2 months after.
A whole
So
year,
that would
fellas.
be-
We have crossed the journey. We have crossed some pits. We've built some castles. We've defeated some ender dragons, and we've made some portals together.
Quite literally, too.
That too.
Not with cheats, people. Not with cheats.
Totally not.
Exactly.
One day you'll see us do some of that stuff, people. As soon as I can figure out how to get my computer, does it not hate me?
Yep. Beware.
Yeah, but onto the news, which is why people came here in the first place.
Yeah.
Hey, they like our tangent. It gives the show a little more oomph, and does making us just feel like professionals.
It gives us character, unlike Harry
Exactly.
Potter. Shots fired.
Are we talking about the book
Uh,
or the movie?
But Attack on Titan news. Further stuff that we're going to be getting the next season airing in February.
I thought it said April.
The most recent article I read was February.
Huh.
But then I read another article today that said spring. But
Yeah, I saw spring.
Funimation. But I keep hearing February, and it keeps coming back, so I'm thinking it is February. And Funimation has confirmed that they have the licensing. So, huzzah.
Good. So, a little bit too long before we see season 2, and hopefully we'll get to see some of the more great parts of that manga come to life.
Yep. I would like their sub.
Yeah.
There's only like one mistake they made with their entire sub, so yeah.
I feel like we'd have more to say on this, but I don't know if we really do.
Just nice to have Attack on Titan news.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
It'll be more to talk about when we have a trailer.
Yeah, we'll do those commentaries probably soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
In preparation for the next season. But yeah, next thing. R.L. Stine is writing a freaking Man-Thing limited series. That's awesome.
Who's Man-Thing?
Who's Man-Thing for the uninformed, right?
Well, you see, DC and Marvel both wanted to do a character who was a ripoff of a character called the Heap.
Mm-hmm.
So they both did a character called Man-Thing, and DC did the much better Swamp Thing. From what I remember, Man-Thing is a scientist who gets like... Oh, wait, what is Man-Thing? I'm confused with Swamp Thing right now. He had a movie that was really shitty a while ago. That's all I remember. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Oh, it was created by Roy Thomas and Stan Lee and Jerry Conway. Nice.
Wow.
Steve Gerber had a run. That's really cool.
Stanley and Jerry Conway created it?
Yep, apparently. Young biochemist Dr. Ted Salas, native of Omaha, Nebraska, is working in the Everglades as part of Dr. Wilma Calvin's project Gladiator Team, which includes Barbara Morse and her fiancé, Dr. Paul Allen. And a Dr. Wendell is later cited as being at the staff after Dr. Calvin is shot. A group is because gotta love the retcons. First effing paragraph, and there's already a retcon. The group is attempting to recreate the super soldier serum that created Captain America. Web of Spider-Man reveals that they were working with Dr. Connors as well. So 2 retcons to that origin. Though warned that the technological terrorists... AIM was involved. They were operating in the area. Salas brings his girlfriend, later retconned to be his wife. Once again, the retcons thing. This is what reading an article is for any comic book fan. It's always just this retcon, this retcon, this retcon. It's really annoying. He stored his notes, and yeah, she betrayed him. Fleeing with only a sample of the serum, he injects himself with the hopes of saving himself. However, he crashes his car into a swamp where the chemicals, as Manthe number 1 later explained, magical forces instantly transformed him into a slow-moving plant matter creature with large, solid red eyes. Unable to speak and with dim memories, he attacks and ambushes Brant, burning and scarring part of her face with an acid that he now secretes in the presence of violent emotions. The man-thing then wanders away into the swamp. He has this ability where he touches somebody and he burns his mark into them. So he did that to his girlfriend when she betrayed him. In fact, in Iron Man 3, one of the soldier characters, you know the female extremist person who keeps chasing Tony?
Nope.
Who has that scar on her face? That's actually Brant, the guy's girlfriend. She actually has the scar, implying that she might actually have got it because of that, implying that Man-Thing is in this universe. But yeah, so Man-Thing's just kind of a cool little character. Swamp Thing's better, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
R.L. Stein's writing it. Okay.
Yeah,
I had
nice.
to read Goosebumps for school once. I watched and saw a couple of those shows that were inspired by him.
Powerless sets February release date.
Yeah. Okay.
I care so much.
Yep.
Yep.
New photos of Iron Fist.
Nice.
They're cool. We see him in a dojo, I think. We see him talking to some people.
It would be amazing if this is the show that appeals to me. This is the one. If this is the one that just sets me off, that'd be amazing.
I really liked Luke Cage though. At least the first half when the Cottonmouth before he died.
I still need to watch Luke Cage.
And then Luke Cage confirmed for season 2.
Hooray!
Nice. Has Jessica Jones been confirmed for season 2?
Yeah, long time ago.
Good.
In a galaxy not so far away because it's just New York. Guardians of the Galaxy trailer.
It's fun.
Run. Dun, 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 dun. I've had that song in my head for days.
Baby Groot is going to be the most annoying meme ever.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for it. Just some nice space shots. Cool trailer.
Also, I like the ending. That ending scene I thought was pretty funny.
Oh yeah, that was great, especially Drax.
Yeah.
It's nice to see Mantis. That's Mantis. She's going to be a part of the team.
Ooh.
Nice.
And so yeah, just nice to see some of this world more. Just looks fun. Finally getting a different thing than one of the
different song that puts on a feeling.
Nice. Improvement.
Next is Mother Effin' Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yes.
Yay.
Web wings. Mother effing web wings.
Nice.
I love the armpit webbing. I've always said this was my big thing for this movie. I don't care what happens in it. It could be the worst thing ever. I will love it as long as they had web armpits, and they do. And it looks amazing.
And then we have Michael Keaton finally as Vulture, and he looks great in the role. And I like the design of Vulture too.
Hope they don't kill him off.
It's nice to see a lot of throughout this trailer we see a lot of technology that seems to be being made by the Tinkerer, because we know he's going to be in the movie. So a lot of people with a cutting gun thing. There's a thing that forms like a hand. That seems like it's about to punch something.
Who's the Tinkerer?
There's a glowing fist thing. So it seems like there's a lot of different. Vulture uses one later. It seems like Tinkerer is making all these guys some tech or improving their tech. Then we see some. And in fact, think we see somebody who might be him at
Yeah.
one point. And there's actually two people who are rumored to be him. We can't figure out necessarily who yet, but that's fine. Then we see just Peter at school with
I guess.
Ned Leeds, who acts a lot more like Gank, Peter's Miles' best friend, right down to the Lego stuff.
Yeah.
He might as
Also,
well
I
just be
guess.
Gank.
Also, I'm guessing that Liz Allen is going to be the main love interest in this movie.
I doubt it. I think they're going to go the comic book route and have it be that Peter's has a crush on her, but then ends up with somebody else. I thought it was Betty here. It seems like it's Zendaya's character.
Yeah.
Who's
So
who's the big guy? Who's the Spider-Man? Who's the guy who had the Lego Death Star? Who's he?
That is Ned Leeds, who's essentially just Gank from the Miles Morales stuff.
Gotcha.
Which I'm fine with combining those two. But then I love the fact that Peter hugs Tony because
that's hilarious.
I totally buy that he would do that, and I love seeing Tony in this.
Yeah.
Just that's brilliant. I like seeing him after Civil War because I was kind of sad to not to I didn't want Guardians and all this other stuff. I wanted to go straight back to what the aftermath of Civil War, and it's nice because you get the sense that because I loved Tony in Civil War. He's the thing that made that movie for me. Just everything about that character, and I love the fact that Peter's kind of him trying to build himself back up afterwards, build a better hero and make him the perfect Avenger. Also, a lot of cool Easter eggs, we saw really briefly whatchamacallit.
Oscorp?
No, we saw damn it! We saw an image of Bruce Banner on in the classroom.
Yeah, all the Avenger, and of course the Avenger hats and the robbery scene.
And there's an image of Howard Stark on a mural in the back. That was nice.
Cool.
And we just have some nice scenes. And again, it hurts seeing somebody drop a Lego Death Star.
Yeah.
Can I just say that?
I built that entire damn thing in 2 days, so I feel the pain of having that thing dropped.
Yeah. But yeah, it's nice to see that there's a lot of Star Wars figures and an AT-AT and an X-Wing in Peter's room. My only question is, he doesn't seem like a Star Wars fan in Civil War.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
Because no Star Wars fan would say, have you seen that really old movie? Unless this is Gank's room, in which case, how is Peter best friends with somebody who loves Star Wars if he himself is not much of a Star Wars person?
How do you know if Gank's not a Star Wars person?
I just said that. It could be Gank's room, but then why would he befriend Peter? I wouldn't.
And why would he be taking his
because Gank's
suit
a
off?
decent human being. That's why.
Yeah, but he would have then made Peter more of a Star Wars fan over the years.
Sometimes you can't do it, man.
But he clearly he was building the Lego Death Star and everything. Which why would Peter be crawling into his room in the first place, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Creepy.
So clearly this is Peter's room.
But it looks so different from the room in when they moved.
Yeah, it's weird.
Also,
again, if this is Gank's house, why the heck is he climbing around on his best friend's ceiling?
Speaking of which, no Aunt May in this, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, we do. We see Aunt May briefly.
Do we?
Yeah, he's right around the end. Vulture, when he's making a bunch of threats. I forget where we see her. She's in one or two shots.
You think we'll see Oscorp in this movie?
Probably with some Easter eggs.
Yeah. Also, are they going to do Harry Osborn again, or do you think they'll shy away from that?
I think Kathy.
They might shy away from it. For at least the time being. And yeah, she's right at 2 minutes.
Okay.
But the thing that really interests me is not only does Vulture look amazing, but there's that final fight. Peter's in his old costume, not the one Tony made.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look closely. He's in his old suit. At 1:59, and that makes me wonder: will Tony shut it down, to stop him from putting himself in danger? Because he says, flying people like this, we have people to handle that, which makes me wonder if maybe to protect Peter, he turns off Peter's tech.
Yeah,
I can see that.
That's a
Wouldn't it
very
be would it be cool? Would it be cool if at the end of the movie we see both him and Tony kind of part ways because where we kind of see Peter kind of go his own way and kind of in a way tying up things from Civil War by having uh, Peter be the one to say, "Look, I can't do things the way you do. I'm going to do things my own way."
But how would that tie things up from Civil War? We already did the everyone abandons Tony thing. Do you really want? Because think about it this way: that would mean that there's only 2 members of Team Tony who are actually still on Team Tony.
Who would those be? Oh yeah,
Rhodey and Vision.
Yeah.
Because this would be. Do you really want a third person to leave Team Tony?
If it's deserved. I mean, I wouldn't be on
but
Team
not
Tony.
really, because this is Tony's redemption. I feel like it would be a regression of character for Tony to have Peter leave and decide and say that he was wrong. Him going his own way makes sense, but that's kind of what Tony's trying to do in the first place. He's trying to get Peter to be his own man. He just doesn't want Peter putting himself on the line.
Be your own
Plus,
man.
the final shot of the trailer being the 2 of them racing off, it seems like it's like an end of the movie thing.
Probably.
Like, I'm betting.
Well,
it's Sony.
I will be incredibly pissed if it ends with him him no longer being Tony's protege. I'm not saying he has to be like Tony's sidekick, but it would be an absolute regression from Civil War to just randomly be like, oh, and now another person leaves Tony. Because the whole point is we're building up to Infinity War, to all the heroes working together. Why would you have another character leave if you're going to have to inevitably bring everyone back together?
Well, depends on how they do it.
Yeah, but what they're trying to do is, make everything set up for Infinity War.
Yeah.
That would harm Infinity War in a way. Right? Plus, it would also kind of hurt Tony's character. I like Peter being on his own and everything, but that would be fine without him being like, oh, I disagree with you in Civil War. Especially because Peter, it would make not really much sense at all for Peter to be disagreeing with Tony in Civil War, since
that's true.
His morality is in line with Tony's in that, the whole responsibility thing.
But do you think? But don't you think we might see them not separate an ideal wise, but just in the sense that Peter kind of grows up in a way?
Yeah, that would be fine. More in like a kind of Batman and Robin way of like, you're kind of like the son leaving home kind of thing.
Yeah.
And though it would probably be the reverse in this case of like Peter not being the one who wants to go. Because who doesn't want to be Tony Stark's best friend?
I want it for his money. I want it for his money.
Well, I mean, Rhodey probably kind of. Well, Rhodey doesn't regret it.
I do it for the money. I do it for them.
Would it be funny if at the end of the movie he does that, and then the next thing when Peter comes home, it turns out that Tony is engaged to Aunt May.
Oh,
Or just finds him in the bed. Or just
yeah, like the best thing ever would be if this film just ends at like, or if like he's like, well, you're not my dad, and Tony's just like, huh, and then like the next day, and he's like, well, now I'm your uncle. That would actually be a really interesting take on it, though, if we have a Tony legitimately become.
I would be opposed to that. Actually, I'd actually like to see that.
Like Tony Stark actually becoming Peter's
uncle. No, I got a better idea.
Because after all,
I got a better idea.
They actually did live with the Starks.
Oh, nice. I got a better idea, though. Peter's all like, you're not my dad. And then Tony just goes, yeah, but after last night, could be your uncle.
And Peter's just like, what are you... No. I love it if he's like, I have evidence, but I'm not going to show it. Arrested. And Peter's just like, oh god.
Oh yeah, had the best cameras, got all the good angles.
And Peter's just like,
gonna be watching this.
I'm gonna go bleach my eyes or something.
Gonna be
I
watching
have
this
to
on
ask
Wednesday.
this because I feel like I might not get another chance to. What do you think What do you think is going to be done with Pepper Potts going forward?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about her.
It's weird because, like, with Tony Stark's love interest, we've essentially got rid of her off screen, killed off Maya Hansen. Madame Mask is like 70 or it's like 90 by now. We have Bethany Cade. who helped him through his alcoholism. They could also do the whole love interest who Stain like placed so that she would like break Tony's heart. Because in that role, which I wouldn't be surprised if they actually did that, where like Tony dates somebody and then it turns out she's a traitor trying to mess with him. Because the whole thing is Stain, everything's a chess piece. Like his villains are actually like dressed like characters from chess, and Tony's like, well, who's the queen? And at the end of the like there's this your girlfriend he has who at the end of the issue essentially says, like, after he decides not to drink and he keeps holding it off because Stain sends him a bottle of he sends him some booze to his desk, and he keeps trying to prompt Tony to go back to his alcoholism. And Tony, like, I forget what her name was, but she essentially says, like, how could anyone love you? You're disgusting and despicable, and a sack of shit. You're broken, and you're a failure, and you'll always be a failure. And then she just walks away, and then Tony just drinks. And we realized that was the queen. And so it's like, maybe that could work. I don't know.
I want to say this now because I'm never going to get a chance to say this again. At this point, how many people actually here believe they're going to James Bond the heroes?
I doubt we're going to see that. I highly doubt it.
See,
I know they kept saying they were going to,
I've
but
been calling
honestly,
their
they
bluff
make too much money off of them to get rid of them.
Well, let's face it, fellas. The actors are what make the characters, for the Marvel films at least.
Yeah.
I mean, people don't care about Tony Stark. They care about Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Chris Evans is Captain America, and if you read his Twitter, he's very much Captain America right now.
Yeah.
You've got to read Chris Evans' Twitter. It's great.
Yeah, I don't think we're
following
going to see James Bond at any time soon. The only way I'd ever see them do that is if they get so many movies in and years later they want to do another kind of Marvel take on the whole universe. I can see them maybe doing it then.
That's gonna be
but as
so
of
weird
right
when that
now,
happens.
But that wouldn't be James Bond yet then.
That's
That would
just
just be
rebooting.
recast.
Yeah, true.
It's gonna be so weird when we reboot this thing. I feel like you can't. Not now.
Well, if you do the X-Men
Maybe.
Days of Future Past thing, you might be able to, but I doubt they'll
We
go
make a
that
Young
route.
Avengers movie, but with actual Young Avengers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anything
But
else?
yeah, Vulture looks amazing. I love the fact that he has the feather coke like
Yeah,
coke
I'm
thing.
glad they kept that from the comics. That's really cool.
On to
What
Star
do you think of
Wars
the helmet,
news.
though? What do you think of the helmet?
Oh, the helmet looks cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
Rogue
a
One
Resistance
is
young
in-
adult series that's going to be coming out about kids who want to join the Resistance.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
a little weird that there's a bunch of little kids who are allowed to join the mother effing, paramilitary organization.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they're just marketing it for the kids. I don't think they...
I know, it's just weird. Like, who's like, I want to fight the First Order, even though as far as I will probably be concerned, the First Order is just a bunch of bunch of kids who are just running around because the, media refuses to actually comment on anything they do.
Also,
I want to join a group that has been branded as terrorists, and as far as everyone is concerned, it's public knowledge, it's that they're evil or psychotic and headed by by Vader's daughter. To the public, the Resistance is effing terrorists, pretty much. Like, I know they're not, but it comes off that way. Also, I don't know. It's funny because it's like, I love the Resistance, but this just feels kind of awkward because they're essentially the Star Wars equivalent of the Minutemen.
Also, Red, don't you think that we might be having a little bit of an issue, that this could present an issue with how they kind of like the discussion you and I had a couple of weeks ago about how you're kind of, what's the word? You're
Awesome.
kind of, you're lowering the you're kind of lowering things, you're dumbing things down to a bigger extent than what they actually are.
Welcome to my marketing. That could...
Yeah. Well, you don't think this is? It's just a young adult thing. It's just funny to me that it's like the freaking paramilitary organization. Like, that's a very real world, morally complicated idea. It's essentially a vigilante group. You run into the Robin problem, except at least with Robin, you're not joining a group that is literally a paramilitary organization. It's just really silly.
Batman's a one-man paramilitary organization, thank you very much. Kind of.
Yeah, but when he brings along kids, he's not like telling them to kill. He's not making them into soldiers.
He
might
has
say
called them
that, but it's
soldiers
not.
in the. He has called.
Yeah, but that's because that's Miller's Bruce.
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, Paulo
Mass
Hidalgo has said that you might see, quote, you might see it sooner than you think, referring to Coruscant. I hope this means Episode 8, but it probably means Rebels.
It could mean Rogue One.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sooner is... I don't think by sooner he means, like, in a week. I think he means a while.
I thought he
Yeah.
said soon. He didn't say sooner.
He said, you might see it sooner than you think.
Okay, thank you. Well, we are getting gas in your next episode of Rebels.
Yeah. What else is there? I think that's all the news, right?
Well, there was some Episode 8 stuff we might want to talk about.
Oh, yeah, Snoke is a puppet.
Dun, 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 dun,
Literally.
dun, 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 dun. It's time to get things started on the First Order tonight. Dun, 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 dun,
Wait,
dun.
what do you mean by puppet? You mean in how they film them?
Yep.
Okay,
Think they're going to CGI though his face? Or is it just going to be...
Probably.
probably.
Nice. I love puppetry. It's always so interesting. Especially if you're a Godzilla fan like me.
But I thought wasn't Andy Serkis supposed to be the motion capture for him?
He's the voice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
voice.
sure it's going to be motion capture, puppetry.
Well, he was motion capture, right?
Yeah. And now we're going to have a puppet too. It's going to be interesting. I love puppetry. I think that's it. Let me think.
How much time have we been running for?
We've been going at this for 41 minutes and 43 seconds.
Yeah, that's good.
Rogue
Good.
One is next week, fellas.
Yep.
The fear
So-
is growing and the hype is coming too.
Well, for these two anyway, I'm just sitting on the sidelines, just hoping that it's good for these two.
I'm scared. I need a hug. Hold me.
Virtual hug, Joel. Virtual hug.
Suck some into fear. Ugh. Well, I think we've been spent. So, till next time, I'm JD123.
I have a lightsaber.
I'm Miracle telling you, may the force be with you.
Always.